One of the questions I get asked all the time is, Bri, how do you plan all of these trips that you guys go on? Whether it's Europe, Japan, Thailand, Southeast Asia, Africa, any of these places that you might be dreaming about going or visiting, planning an international trip can feel a little overwhelming. So over the years, and after traveling to dozens of countries and my military career, and now through Slow Compass Life, I've kind of developed a system that helps me keep organized, helps me avoid expensive mistakes, and makes traveling a little less stressful. I don't claim this to be the best planning of a trip, it's simply the way that I do it. So today, I want to share all of the things that I do, and maybe it'll help you guys start planning a trip and make it a little more stressful or less stressful for you. So let's do it. It all starts with a dream, right? You want to go somewhere. Maybe it's a country, maybe it's a city. And that's where I start. It all starts with a place that you've dreamed about. Don't worry about hotels, flights, or anything like that yet. Sit down and figure out, where do we want to go? What's our dream place? And then, let's say it's Italy. Okay, where in Italy? Well, let's narrow it down to a city. Do we want to go to Rome? Do we want to go to Florence? Do we want to go to Venice? Start looking at each individual city and then tailor that to where you want to go. Step number 2, and I really don't make this very difficult. I go to YouTube. You're watching it right now. So if you're watching me, you're trying to figure out some things. I do the exact same thing. I go to YouTube and I watch videos on the city that we want to go to or the country that we want to go to help me narrow down and figure out, okay, is this actually a place that we want to see? See how people experience it. The goods, the bads. You know, I don't just look at the good stuff. I look at some of the cons too and figure out, is this still really a place that we want to go to? All right, so first 2 steps are pretty easy. You've dreamed about a place and you figure out where you want to go and what city you want to go to. Now comes the planning part. And I have a saying that I used to use in the military as well. It's called bed, beans, and bullets. So those 3 things are the big things that I'm concentrating on. Bed, where am I gonna sleep? Beans, where are we gonna eat? Make sure there's a place to eat there. And bullets a little bit different, obviously. Military, you wanna be armed, but what I use it for now is safety. So the neighborhood or where we're going or country or city, but basically the neighborhood that we're gonna stay in, is it gonna be safe? So I focus on those 3 things first. Where are we gonna be sleeping? I look at the Airbnb, right? Or the hotel, or wherever we decide to stay. Most of the time now we're doing Airbnbs. Little trick on Airbnbs, if you stay for over 28 days, it gives you a big discount. I know we've said that before, but I wanna share that again because it's a huge deal. And we look at, how comfortable are we gonna be there? A lot of people concentrate on, okay, let's go as cheap as we can where we stay. We actually don't do that because whenever you get to a place, let's say you're gonna be there for even a week or 2 or a month like we do, you wanna be comfortable, because if you're not comfortable, that can kind of make your visit or your vacation or your stay crappy, right? Let's say you're staying in a place that's too loud, or the bed's not comfortable, or you're in a not a great area. If you're not comfortable, the rest of your vacation is not going to feel comfortable as well. So that's kind of the way that we look at it. Is we want to be comfortable, we want to have a good place to stay. We have our must-haves whenever we book an Airbnb, and we kind of go from there. So beans, how are we going to eat? So I look at locations around, reviews of, different restaurants and things like that. What's close to us? What's within walking distance? What can we use public transportation for? Another thing we look at is grocery stores. Can we go shop? Can we bring it back to our kitchen? All of those little things that logistically you can plan prior will help. Bullets, safety. Kind of the way that I look at a neighborhood is, with the reviews and everything else, would I put Jodie or my daughter out in the neighborhood by themselves at night? Can they walk around at night? If they can, then that checks the safety thing. So do your due diligence, make sure that you check all of these things, and maybe the bed, beans, and bullets will help you out as well. Now we've gone through how we're getting there and where we want to stay. I'll stop you at that point. we actually don't book our Airbnb at this point. We'll set it down. We create kind of a wish list of, put 4 or 5 Airbnbs on there, some of the neighborhoods that you want to stay in with all your must-haves. Both of us will look at it and then we'll set it to the side. We'll say, okay, let's come back in 24, 48 hours and look at it with fresh eyes. And most of the time we'll catch something. We'll go back and we'll be like, oh, the kitchen doesn't have a microwave or something like that. You'll catch something and you'll be like, nah, maybe this one isn't exactly right. So it's almost like writing a rough draft. You start, do your rough draft, set it to the side, come back, and then go for the final. So look at refunds. I always book the places to make sure that I have 24 hours or 30 days. Most of the Airbnbs, it's 30 days from whenever you're going to be there. If you cancel, you get your money back. So I try and have as much flexibility as I can. Same with my flights. If you book basic economy, you're not going to get anything back. But if you do regular economy, you can at least get credit back in flights. I'm not worried about actually getting refunds. If that's a big thing, then you might want to book to make sure that you get the refund. But again, that's more expensive. I know we're going to fly again at some point. So yeah, just make sure that you have some flexibility and go from there. So now you've booked your flights, you've booked your Airbnb, you figured out the city that you want to go to, you know that it's safe, you're loving everything about where you're going, and once you land, how are you going to get to where you're staying? There are a few things that you can do. You can book private transportation. I've done that. You can do taxis, you can do Ubers, all kind of different things that you can do at that point. But again, make sure that you figure out how you're going to get there prior to landing. You don't want to land, get your bags, and be like, all right, what now? But I always want to know, once we land, how are we going to get there? It's a lot less stress. Phones, how's my phone going to work? If you're on a vacation, maybe you just stick with your same plan. We use Tello. And in the States, we do the unlimited. Whenever we go overseas, we turn the unlimited off and just use minutes, and then we use local SIMs. Or Saley, you can use Saley as well, international SIMs. There's a few different things that you can do. But we definitely like going that route, and it's a lot cheaper. What else can I talk about here? Visa requirements. Make sure that you look to make sure that there's any type of visa that you need before you land. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's that planning an international trip doesn't have to be too complicated. I tried to keep this kind of as simple as possible to show how easy it can be. It's almost like some of it's common sense, right? Spend your time choosing the right city, the right neighborhood, the right place to stay, and getting the logistics figured out before you leave. Once those pieces are in place, you can stop worrying about the trip and start enjoying it. It's exactly how Jodie and I plan every trip that we go on, and hopefully something from our process can help you plan yours. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We would love you guys to subscribe, and it's kind of weird not having Jodie here, but as always, wherever your compass leads, may it take you somewhere unforgettable. We'll see you guys later.